Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Heritage High School here in Rogers, Arkansas. Apologize for our tardiness here, as Heritage has jumped up to a 15-4 lead while we were negotiating. We'll call it negotiating with the Rogers Public Schools network system to get on. Got to give a ton of credit to my guy Caesar here for just getting us on air. Folks, I've done this for 5 or 6 years across the state of Arkansas. That was one of the better jobs I've seen of getting on the air, facing multiple adversities from hosting networks. So 15-5 is where we're at right now. The first set looks like a carbon copy of most of the first sets that we've had in conference season this year. Errors plaguing the Lady Bulldogs here. And it's a service error right there from Allie K. Edwards. And now it is 16-5 in favor of the War Eagles of Heritage High School. Serving for them will be Justin Ware. Believe it or not, we are not the only ones who have faced adversity here tonight. One of the officials had to leave during the 9th grade game that George Junior High actually won earlier in 3 sets. Had to bring in a last-minute substitution official for tonight's game. Jarita Iona sits that one long. We'll see if we can't get you around the horn here for the Lady Bulldogs in just a moment. As Justin Ware remains your server. She gets this one over, received by Iona. Going to go to Sandoval. Goss to the far side. That's a good hit, but it's long. 18-5. On the floor right now, front row, far side, that is Wayna Lokajak. Middle, Fatima Sandoval. Near side, I believe is, let me see if I can get a number here. Yep, that's Kayla Madison. Sandoval with the set over to Iona, and she hits it long. Back row is Macy Goss. Libero is Jarita Iona. Near side, Allie K. Edwards. Ware again with the serve. Iona gets it to the front row. Sandoval to Allie K. Edwards, and Edwards has a back row kill. Now rotating onto the floor for Iona is the return of Liliana Aldaco. This is her first game back since she was injured in that north side match. This one's going to go to the middle, and it's a hitting error on Ella Foss. Kayla Madison remains your server. This one is an ace for Kayla Madison. Off the hands of Katie Roebuck. Set number 2 will get you Heritage's players as well. Be a good chance for us to reset here as we finally made it onto air, fighting the internet again. Another error here for Heritage, and it's 19-9. Madison remains your server. She sends this one over, received by the back row. Going to go to the far side for the hit attempt. It's over, finds, oh wow, good job there from Adako to keep it alive. They push it over on 3. Going to go middle to Foss. And that's a killer kill right there, just past the 10-foot line. Hard to teach height. So now your server should be, I believe it's going to be number 1, Paola Ariola. So Ariola is now your server from Heritage. She's going to send this one across. Received. Going to go back row to Edwards. And it tickles over, causes trouble at the net. And it's an opportune time for an error from Heritage. Lokajak is your server, sends this one long. 22-10. Excuse me, 21-10, I believe now. 25 is your server, Tiffany Chen. Chen sends this one over, received by Edwards. Going to go to Lokajak, far side to Sandoval. She has a hitting error. 22-10. Sandoval, Edwards, Goss, obviously your hitters for Springdale. Still looking to get the hit under control and inbounds here tonight. Received by Edwards. Lokajak, easy set to Sandoval. She knuckles it over. Received, going to go near side. 22 with a kill off the hands of 18. Going to go back to Goss, and Goss has a kill. There we go. Good chemistry there on that particular rally. Now for her efforts, Macy Goss will be rewarded with the serve. This one's over, played by number 7. Going to go to the middle on this hit off the hands of Sandoval. No one can play the dink. And it's a kill for Marley Brown. 23 serving 11. In here, thanks for joining us. We are coming to you live from Rogers Heritage High School, just up 285 in Rogers. Or at least that's how I got here, maybe 71 for you. 15 is Anika Bertuca. She sends this one over, received by Ayana. Lokajak, tipped over by Sandoval. Good play there. It's trouble for Heritage. They're going to not get it over. 11 now, serving 23. Jarita Iona's going to serve. She sends this one very long. If I'm Iona, I'm going to serve behind the baseline of the basketball court next time. Looks like she has one setting, max. Avery McCarty is now your server for Heritage. She sends this one over, received by Goss. Lokajak, Edwards has to bump it over. She does. It gives the chance for Heritage to set. Foss just pushes it over. Going to go far side to Edwards. Edwards with a swing off the hands of Foss. And it's a kill for Edwards. Fatima Sandoval serving now. Sends this one over. Received by the back middle. Going to go to the near side. That's a long kill. It's out of bounds. Hitting error for Justin Ware, point, Lady Bulldogs. This one's over. Libero has it. It's trouble. And it's point, Lady Bulldogs. 14, serving 24. This one's received by the libero. They're going to go to the middle, and it's hit long. I hope no one touched it. And the back judge says that Iona did, and that's how this one ends. 25-14 is your score. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break here. 3 minutes on the board. You can stick around and come back in about 2.5 minutes. We'll be right here. You're watching Lady Bulldog Volleyball, courtesy of the Springdale Athletic Foundation.
What's the only thing better than ordering your Whataburger favorites right on your phone? Earning free Whataburger while doing it. Download the Whataburger app to get started, just like you like it.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hey Northwest Arkansas, Lara here at Sam's Furniture. If you're looking for new furniture, we have over 170,000 square feet selection at everyday low prices and same-day delivery available. But the best part is that we love to serve our community. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many amazing organizations that we have been blessed to partner with. Serving others, especially those in need, is our culture here, and we hope that you'll be a part of that too. Arkansas's largest furniture destination, get it at Sam's.
Sometimes a dream car has nothing to do with horsepower or performance.
My dream car is the one that gets me to my job every day.
The one that lets me help a friend in need.
I didn't think I had the credit. My credit score wasn't that good. But Carmart believed in me.
They believed in me.
My dream car? A 2016 Nissan Sentra. What's yours?
America's Carmart. You keep the dream, and we'll keep you on the road.
Welcome back to the campus of Rogers Heritage High School for Lady Bulldog Volleyball. Tonight brought to you by the Springdale Athletic Foundation in partnership with the Arkansas Children's Hospital, Core Architects, Engineering Services Incorporated, Ozarks Electric Cooperative, and PAM Transport. Set number one went to the Lady War Eagles of Heritage High School by a score of 25-14. And what spelled the doom for the Lady Bulldogs in that set is what has spelled their doom in most of their first sets. Just not coming out of the lockers. A lot of serving errors, a lot of hitting errors. One point, it was 8 points in a row while we were off the air to the Lady War Eagles off of Springdale errors. The good news is, if you can clean those up, Heritage proved that they're pretty good at making errors too later in that set. So, if we can clean this up in the second set here, Lady Bulldogs might be able to make some noise. So, Heritage to the near side, and they're going to start with a hitting error, 1-0. Now they're going to reverse it. They're going to say touched. Now the officials want to talk about it. The official on the stand was convinced that there was no touch. Lady Eagles, I guess, asked enough and was rewarded. Now they want to discuss this. Macy Goss, Wayna Lokajak, Liliana Adalco in her return, Fatima Sandoval, Jarita Iona, and Allie K. Edwards on the floor for the Lady Bulldogs. I don't think they're going to change anything here. I think it's going to remain 1-0 in favor of Heritage. And indeed. Tiffany Chen is your server. Sends this one over, received by Sandoval. It's going to be tight, but they make the most of it. Swing on Sandoval, and it's long, but they're going to call a touch. I've got a touch back here. Now we have the point to Springdale, 1-1. Macy Goss is your server for Springdale. She sends that one long, but not by much. Be two serving one now. Annika Bertuca now, your server. Iona has this one. Loka Jack to Sandoval. Over the back, goes long. Now they're saying, okay, it is point. Okay, for the third point. For the 3 out of the last 4 points, we have a discussion. Near side official had a touch, far side did not. I believe it is the near side official's job to look for the touch. He saw one, now it is tied at 2. Folks, it's just been that kind of night here at Heritage. Iona, received by the libero, going to go to the near side, and it's into the net. That's got to be 4 hits. That wasn't even a block. They call it a block. Iona remains your server, and Lady Bulldogs have a lead here, 3-2. Send this one over, received by Bertuca, going to go to the far side, and that's a kill off the hands of Iona. Sophie Surratt with the kill. Iona was in no man's land there where it was going to, you kind of want to position yourself when you're defending to where if it's over your head, it's out. She was kind of caught in the middle. She receives this one, though, cleanly. Going to go to Goss for a back row hit. Received. Into the student section we go. Coming back from Bertuca, going to go Sandoval. Loka Jack to Allie K. Edwards, and it's a kill for Edwards. Glad to see her on the court tonight. 4-3 Lady Bulldogs. This one's over, received. Going to go to the near side. Big dig from Sandoval. It's trouble at the net. Give the dig to Fatima Sandoval of the LFS kill attempt. 5 serving, 3 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. This one over. Great serve from Sandoval. Going to go to the backside. Received by Gus. And it's a party ball on 1 for LFS. Lady Bulldogs look like a different team this set. They've cleaned up the errors so far, and they're being rewarded with a 5-4 lead. They send this one over, received by Loka Jack. Sandoval to Edwards. Edwards is blocked. She digs the block. Sandoval can't recover it, and we're tied at 5. Nothing wrong there. Heritage just made a play. Sophie Surratt remains your server for Heritage. Bulldogs need a substitution here. Goss looks like she's going to come out, and they're going to send in Carol Bravo. And she lets that one go, and it's long. Good job, Bravo, trusting her instincts there. If you position yourself where it'll be over your head and out, that's an easy decision. That's going to bring Goss back in, or no. No, she's going to let Bravo stay. Edwards is your server. She sends this one, received. Staying on the far side with this one. Back row kill attempt is out. Out along the far baseline from Sophie Surratt. So now 7 serving 5. Edwards received by the libero. Going to go to the middle. Received by Iona, great dig. Sandoval sets up Goss. Goss puts a swing on it, tickles the net, and there's trouble. Can they recover? No. It is a point for the Lady Bulldogs. Tremendous effort from the Lady War Eagles, but that point is going to go to Springdale. 8 serving 5. This one's received by the libero. Going to go to the back row. They're going to have to push as she was in front of the 10-foot line. Goss bumps over. Get over, get over, get over. Does not make it over. Just trickles down the Springdale side. But it was a good play nonetheless, just to give herself a chance there. Justin Ware now your server for Heritage. Be 6 serving 8. Ware sends this one, received by Madison. Iona tracks it down. Over on 3 from Lokajak. Great hit on 3, actually, over the shoulder. This is a long hit, and it's point Springdale. We 6 serving 9. Kayla Madison is your server. Received by the back row, goes to Chen to the far side, and that's a dig from Edwards. Bump back from Liliana Adalco. Goss misses the set, and it's 7 serving 9. Got to get used to calling Adalco's name back. Again, she is back tonight. Her return since about a week and a half ago when she had an ankle injury sustained in that north side game at Springdale. This one's over from Ariola. This one's going to go to Goss. It was a little behind her. She had to reach behind her head to put a kill on that one, and when you do that, typically they go long, just as that one did. 8 serving 9. Paola Ariola remains your server. Springdale's going to go back row to Edwards. Receive. Going to go near side. And it's blocked by Macy Goss. Would love to see Goss use her height like that more. She's a good defender. She's built for it. Can't teach height. And we got an ace here for Wayna Lokajak. The lead is back up to 3 for Springdale. 11 serving 8. Received by Ariola. Chen to the middle hitter, number 9. That's Brown. Now Lokajak's going to send it over on 3. They come to the near side and now to the far side for Macy Goss. Back row dig. Push it over on 3. Goss keeps it alive. Sends it over on 3. Good job from Sandoval and Lokajak. Near side again. Dug by Edwards. Lokajak over to Goss. Put it down. Dug. And it lands in no man's land. That's a 4-point lead now for the Lady Bulldogs. Lokajak puts this one in the net. 3-point lead. 9 serving 12. Tiffany Chin now your server. This one is received by Edwards. Bump to Sandoval. Sandoval's going to bump back to Edwards. Free ball on 3. Going to go to the middle. Does Heritage, taps over. Edwards was getting ready for a dink off of a block, but they tapped it over as Sandoval and Goss were ready for the block. Chen remains your server. Sends this one over, received by Edwards. Lokajak. Oh. I would like to have a discussion about that one. 9 reached a really long ways over. I think the official's telling her, hey, be careful, don't do that. Marley reached a long ways over that net before the 3rd hit. 11 serving 12. Received by Edwards. Lokajak to the far side. That's Sandoval. She's blocked by Sophie Surratt. Going to go to the far side. Surratt going to push over on 3. Iona has it. Lokajak over to Goss. She had to adjust. The set led her a little too far. And on the adjustment, that allowed Sophie Surratt to block. So we're tied at 12. I believe Chen remains your server. Received by Edwards. Party ball on 1. Puts it down, but it does go into the net, and that saves this Lady Bulldogs here. Received. Set to the near side. Pushes over. Edwards. Lokajak. Far side. Goss. Good kill, but blocked by Surratt. Surratt, that's her 2nd block in this set alone. She also has 6 kills. All right, received by Edwards. Lokajak back to Edwards, and it's dug by Chen. Going to the near side, and that one's hit out of bounds by Robick. Now they're going to call touch and give it back to Heritage. These calls are late. 14 serving 12 now. Chen remains your server, received by Sandoval. Little trouble here, but Lokajak has it, gives Aldaco a chance. They're going to push to the near side here, and unless there's a touch, Robick hits one long. So now Lady Bulldogs find themselves in a 1-point deficit here, 13-14. Macy Goss is your server. Since okay, so it was a back judge saying that her foot was on the line when she served. In tennis, that's called a fault, but here it's a point for Heritage. When we come back, it'll be 15 serving 13 on the campus of Heritage High School. You're watching Lady Bulldog Volleyball, courtesy of the Springdale Athletic Foundation.
Food that is fresh, full of flavor, and all for a good cause can only come from Tacos for Life in Springdale. Enjoy delicious tacos for a cause. When you buy a meal, Tacos for Life donates the proceeds to provide a meal to starving children. Download the Tacos for Life app for ongoing promotions and free food for our friends right here in Springdale. Great food for a great cause. Tacos for Life, 1210 JTL Parkway in Springdale.
Try the 3-and-3 meal at Slim Chickens. 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders paired with 3 perfectly fried wings, shaken in your choice of house flavors. Served with fries, Texas toast, and a medium drink. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Welcome back to the Springdale Athletic Foundation's coverage of Lady Bulldog Volleyball. My name is Landon West, joining you with my crew, Caesar and Francisco, to bring you tonight's action from Heritage High School. Bertuca is now your server for the Lady War Eagles, 15 serving 13. Iona over on 1, party ball for Heritage. 16 serving 13, just a serve-receive error from Iona. 16 serving 13. Received by Edwards. Goss. Iona's going to have to put it over, and she can't. 17 serving 13. So now we've had an 8-point swing. This is one of those moments in the set where Lady Bulldogs need to work to clean up the errors here if they're going to contend down the stretch. Edwards sends it over on 3 to the near side. And that one's hit in. Boy, I thought that one was destined for the bleachers, but it nosedived. And that's a big kill there for Justin Ware. Bertuca tickles the tape. Edwards, Lokajak. Edwards has to bump on 3. Edwards going to go, or excuse me, Heritage to the far side off the hands of Edwards. Lands out of bounds, and it's a kill for Surratt. This one's received by Iona. This one's going to be tight. They put a set on it, but Edwards was not in the vicinity of where it went. 19 serving 13 now. Excuse me, 20. Now we're having another conversation at the official stand. Probably asking, hey, are you a Canes fan? You a Slims fan? The correct answer is Slims. Proud sponsor of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. This one's received. Going to go to the far side. Received. This one is roll shot over, saved by Lokajak, stays on the correct side. Edwards pushes on 3. Are they going to call a lift? They do. I thought in my gut it was a lift, but I was hoping they didn't see it. 13 serving 21. This one is received by Iona. Going to go to the far side. Blocked. It looks like this set is getting away from the Bulldogs. 22 serving 13. Bertuca remains your server, received by Adako, or Bravo, excuse me, pushed over by Sandoval. Falls into no man's land, and it's a point for the Lady Bulldogs. 14 serving 22 now. Iona received. Going to go to the middle, pushed over. Edwards saves it. Madison to Sandoval. Over on 3. Going to go near side again for the kill. Justin Ware put a little something extra on that one. Bravo couldn't get to it in time. McCarty now your server with a 23-14 advantage. And they'll bring in Ella Foss to join the trees on the front row of Heritage. This one's over, received by Bravo. Edwards, long, no touch, no touch. And we have set point here for Heritage, 24-14. This one's over, received by Bravo. Logajak to Edwards, she pushes on 3, good thought. Gonna go to the far side. Whiffed on it. Iona has it. Logajak to Edwards. She's blocked. Point. Heritage. They're going to say she wasn't blocked. They're going to say that was in the net, and that equals 4 hits. 3-minute break here. It's 2-0 in favor of Heritage. You're watching Lady Bulldog Volleyball, courtesy of the Springdale Athletic Foundation.
Joe and Larry here with Sam's Furniture. We just wanted to thank you for your business and to let you know that your purchase helps serve so many people.
That's right. The culture here at Sam's is to love and serve others in our community and around the globe. So when you buy at Sam's, part of your purchase goes to support one of the many organizations we partner with.
You enable us to invest in our children, teachers, veterans, development in Africa, and distributing wheelchairs to those in need around the world. You are a part of this. So from the Sam's Furniture family to yours,
thank you.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Ozarks Go from Ozarks Electric Cooperative is leading the fiber revolution, connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post, from downtown to way out of town, to connect our customers to a world of blazing speed and access to absolutely everywhere. It's our customers connected.
If you need that love, support, somebody to push you, to tell you can do it, I would tell them to come to Pam Transportation. It's a family here. It's not just a regular company. They will look after you. They will show you that you are important, you are welcome here.
Folks, welcome back to Rogers Heritage High School for continuing coverage of Lady Bulldog Volleyball, brought to you by the Springdale Athletic Foundation in partnership with Tyson, McClarty Daniel, Harps, Arvest Bank, and 5H Sports Photography. In case you're just joining us, it's a 2-0 advantage here for the Lady War Eagles of Heritage High School. Lady Bulldogs slow into this game. First set was marred by unforced errors, and the second set, Lady Bulldogs actually built about a 4-point lead, and then midway saw that fall through their hands into a victory in set 2. But it's 1-3, not 1-2 in a varsity match. Heritage off to a good start here, though. It's an ace off the hands of Fatima Sandoval for Tiffany Chen. So Chen, received by Edwards. It's going to be tight to the net. Goss does a great job to clean up the party ball. Iona sends it over. Chen sets, received by Adako. Push over on 2 from Lokajak. It's a kill. Good dig on it from Lokajak. Gave Iona a chance, but ultimately it's just a little too much from Justin Ware. Chen remains your server with a 2-0 advantage. This one tickles the tape. Iona has it. Lokajak over to Sandoval. Sandoval puts it down. It's Doug. We're going to go into the net, or excuse me, into the bench. That's a point for Lady Bulldogs. So there is a boundary here. Must be beyond the bench. Macy Goss is now your server, 1 serving 2. She sends this one over, received by the libero. No one's able to get there, and we're tied at 2. Give Macy Goss an ace. Goss has her whistle, sends this one over. It's a good serve, and it's an ace again, 2 in a row here for Goss. Give us a few more of those right there. Sends this one over, and it's another foot fault. Second on Goss in this match. And that's a shame because that one was on a rope as well. Annika Bertuca is now your server. We're tied at 3 here in the early stages of set number 3 in tonight's 6A West matchup between Springdale and Heritage. We're going to go to the far side to Edwards. She hits that one long.
Point goes to Heritage.
Bertico remains your server with a spirited, particularly spirited student section from Heritage. To her right, Sandoval puts a good swing on this one. It's partially blocked, but we're going to go to the near side for hit number 3. Sandoval over to Edwards. She pushes over. Momentum was carrying it out of bounds. 5 serving 3. Bertuca has her whistle. Sends this one over, and it's an ace. That was a knuckleball. Six serving 3. This one tickles the tape. Bravo over to Lokajak to Edwards. Edwards, party ball. Sandoval puts it down. It is Doug going to go to the near side here. Push. Edwards can't catch up to it. Justin Ware snipes one on the front row. Bertuca serving again, 7 serving 3 into the net. There's the side out the Bulldogs desperately needed right there. Now we need Iona to give us a few here in a row. Sends this one, they play it. Given the strength that she's shown tonight, it was probably out, but they play it, and it's an ace for Iona. 5 serving 7. Sends this one over, received. Going to go to the middle. It's a kill for Sophie Surratt. Five serving 8. Excuse me, 8 serving 5. Avery McCarty now serving. This one is long. Service error for Heritage, and now 6 serving 8. Another needed side out for the Bulldogs. Sandoval is your server. She sends this one over, received. They're going to go to the near side to Foss. She puts it in the net. 7 serving 8. Sandoval has her whistle. She's ready to go. Sends this one over, received by the back by Bertuca. Going to go to the back side, and it's across the net after climbing up it on the spike. Loka Jack is blocked. Yes, they're going to rule that a block. And now your server will be Kaylin Cavett, a new name for Heritage. This one's over, received by Loka Jack. Sandoval, back to Loka Jack. She has to push, and she pushes too far. 10 serving 7. This one's over, received by Iona. Bravo. Sandoval, easy free ball on 3 here. Chen to the near side. That's Surratt. Bravo couldn't quite do enough with it to give Edwards a chance. And now 11-7 here. This one's over, goes long, and another much-needed break. Once the Lady Bulldogs kind of get into that 4, 5, 6 point deficit territory, it's dangerous times. Get a few here and stay away from that. Maybe they can follow it all the way through to the end of set 3. 8 serving 11. Sends this one over, played. Gonna go to the near side back row. Free ball on 3, Iona. Sandoval, Loka Jack blocked. Loka Jack pokes it back up. Gonna go to the far side to Goss. And partially blocked, but the libero plays it. Gonna go to the near side to Surratt. And it's out of bounds. Excuse me, Justin Ware. Nine serving 11. Sends this one over, received by the back row. Chen sets to the middle. Surratt, that was a push, but they late play on. It was blocked. Going to go to the far side to Goss. Goss put the swing on it. Kill Macy Goss off the hands of Surratt. And hold everything. It's 10 serving 11. Allie K. Edwards remains your server for the Lady Bulldogs. Sends this one long. Believe it or not, that was a side out that Heritage needed. Now it's 12 serving 10. Again, Lady War Eagles lead this match 2-0 here in set number 3. Iona to Sandoval. Goss gets it over. Going to go to the middle. Backside to Surratt. Sandoval with a dig. Edwards back to Sandoval. Chen going to set to the back row to Justin, and that one lands in Washington County. 11 serving 12. Another big side out here for the Lady Bulldogs. Kayla Madison is your server. This one is received. Chen to the middle, and Justin Ware, or excuse me, that's not Justin Ware, that's Ella Foss. Takes a ton off of that one. And and snipes a hole just behind the 10-foot line. Paola Ariola is now your server. Received by Loka Jack. Sandoval back to Loka Jack on the near side, and that's going to be 4 hits. 14 serving 11. Timeout called by Coach Kenny and Coach Sislo. It's a 1-minute timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Springdale Lady Bulldog Volleyball, courtesy of the Springdale Athletic Foundation.
And it's good! Introducing the Springdale Public Schools Paper Football Tournament. Get ready for a showdown like no other, where the game comes alive on paper. It's not just a child's game, it's a battle of wits. Who will claim victory and etch their name in Springdale history? Experience the thrill of victory only on the Springdale Athletic Foundation YouTube channel.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. Harps. Hometown fresh.
Welcome back, folks, to Rogers Heritage High School. It's a 14-11 lead for Heritage. Iona receives Heritage's serve, and it is a quick set to Goss. She gets it over on 3. Back to Goss. Big swing on that one. It is Doug. They're going to go to the near side this time. Received by Sandoval. Sandoval to Goss, and I can empathize with Goss there. She's the outside hitter. Her hit is on number 3, not on number 2. Sometimes the outside hitters are slow to react on hit number 2. It happens. 15 serving 11. This one's received by Iona. Go to the near side to Loka Jack. That's Doug in the back corner. Coming back to the near side. Trouble, but they get it over. Sandoval, more trouble. Who's going to get it? Goss does. This one stays in front of the 10-foot line, but it is trouble there for Heritage. 12 serving 15. Your server will be Loka Jack. Loka Jack sends this one over. And come back to the near side. High arcing set received by Goss. Loka Jack over to Goss again. She puts it in the net. Good idea. Didn't quite work out as she wanted.
Serving for the War Eagles, Tiffany J.
This one is played by Sandoval. Back to Sandoval we go. She gets a kill on it. And it's a point for Sandoval. 13 serving 16. Goss will be your server. Remember, join us on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. Bentonville comes to Springdale. We'll have that one for you here, courtesy of the Springdale Athletic Foundation as well. Springdale sends that over. Oh, sorry, it is Southside. Bentonville's the following game.
Macy Goss, serving for the Bulldogs.
16 be 14 serving 16. Goss again is your server. To the far side they go. Goss, Loka Jack to Sandoval. Received. Going to go to the far side. It's a kill and it's in for Sophie Surratt. My apologies. Yes, again, Tuesday night is Southside at Springdale. And then Thursday night is Bentonville. A week from the night for that one. Again, you can catch both of those games here on the Springdale Athletic Foundation YouTube channel. Bertuca is your server for Heritage. Received by Iona. Going to go to the near side. Back to Sandoval. She pokes it over. Trouble into the student section we go. Should be 15 serving 17. This one's received, going to go to the near side, played by Bravo. Gave Iona a chance. She brings it back. Bravo puts it over, and it's going to be playable for Heritage. Going to go to the middle, push on three, long. 16 serving 17. Iona remains your server. She sends this one over. It's going to be tight to the net, but they're going to get a swing on it. Big block there from Sandoval. Going to go to the far side. Edwards, what is this? Point Springdale. We're tied. Someone was in the net.
Point Springdale.
So 17 all as we enter the late stages of the put-away set for Heritage. Set number 3. Iona gets this one over, received on the near side. Chin pushes to the middle. Lokajak has it. Madison makes a play. That's a reach across. No. They don't get the call. Looked to me like she initiated contact with the ball on the Bulldogs side of the net before hit number 3, but the officials did not see it that way, and we have a point here for the War Eagles, 18 serving 17. It's the libero. Received by Iona. Bravo, back to Edwards. She gets it over on 3. Surratt, 25, or excuse me, Foss to 7, which is just Justin Ware. She hits it long. We're tied at 18. Sometimes these names start blending together after you've taught and driven a bus all day. 18, serving 18. Going to go over, received by Sandoval. Lokajak over to Edwards, received. Heritage trying to make a play on it here. They're going to do a free ball on 3. Madison, Sandoval, far side to Edwards, puts a swing on it, blocked, saved by Bravo, pushed back over on 1 into no man's land. 19 serving 18. It's a point for the Lady War Eagles. Again, thanks for joining us again for tonight's later contest. My name is Landon West, bringing you volleyball action here on the Springdale Athletic Foundation YouTube page. Joined by Caesar and Francisco, bringing you these visuals tonight. Going to go to the far side, and it's blocked. Saved on 1. Great job there getting on 1. Didn't see who did it. And now Lokajak was zigging. Sandoval was zagging, and it landed in between them. So it'll be 20 serving 18. Dangerous times here this late in the set for the Lady Bulldogs. And there's a big side out right there. 19 serving 20. Edwards is your server. Goss back in. Bravo hits the bench. She'll wait for her back row stint when Goss rotates out. Libero, Chen to the far side. Foss, long. It was off her fingertips. She tried that rolling thunder play that we discovered on Tuesday night, and we're tied at 20. This one's over. Received, error. Looky there, 21-20 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs late in set number 3. You've heard me say it every broadcast, that put-away set is the most difficult for the team that's up 2-0. This one's over. Edwards, received by the libero. Going to go to the middle, near side now. Into the net, it's another hitting error, 22-20. Heritage might want to talk about it, and indeed, Coach Dannenhauer does. It's a 22-20 lead, and the Springdale has the serve when we return. You're watching Lady Bulldog Volleyball, courtesy of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to coverage of Lady Bulldog Volleyball. My name is Landon West. Happy to be bringing you tonight's game. Exciting times here in Heritage as it's 22-20. Allie K. Edwards is your server. She even has a little momentum. Coach Dannenhauer of Heritage trying to squash that. Edwards gets it in, though. Good job there. Good start. Foss finds a hole. That right there is what the timeout is for. Usually a timeout, in my experience of calling high school volleyball for past 7 or 8 years, it's usually worth a 2-point swing. There's 1 out of 2. Let's see if it works for Dannenhauer, if Springdale can respond and steal the momentum back. 21 serving 22. This one's over. Received by Goss. It's trouble. There's the second point. Works perfectly for Dannenhauer. 22 all. Again, we are in set number 3. 2-0 lead for the War Eagles. This one is sent over. Received by Goss. It's an ace. Justin Ware with the ace. Both teams do have a timeout remaining in this set. Coach Kenny's going to hold on to hers here. Justin Ware sends it over, received by Edwards. Sandoval to Goss. Goss gets a great swing on it, but it's blocked at the net. Going to come back to the near side, and it falls in between Goss and Edwards. They both just watched it go by. Give credit to Roebuck there for finding that line. 24, serving 22. We got match point here for Heritage. This one's over, received by Ayana. Sandoval, back to Ayana. And that one's played. Going to go to the near side. Roll shot. Little trouble here. Goss, nope, we're going to go Sandoval on 3. Chen to the middle to Foss. She puts it down. And that's how this one ends. 25-22 in set number 3. It's a 3-0 sweep for the Lady War Eagles of Rogers Heritage High School. So tonight was a big night for the Lady Bulldogs. They got healthy again and really put on an excellent performance in that third set right there. I want to thank our final bank of sponsors here that help bring these games to you with the Springdale Athletic Foundation. My dinner tonight, Slim Chickens, Trade Pro, United Federal Credit Union, Tacos for Life, my dinner tomorrow night, Storms and Swiderski Orthodontics, and we thank you so much for joining us. Springdale versus Fort Smith Southside, Tuesday night, September 19th at Springdale. That's probably a 6 o'clock start since the junior highs will be playing in their own facilities. It will be at Springdale High School for varsity and junior varsity action then. Tune in for the varsity action here on the Springdale Athletic Foundation YouTube page, courtesy of the Springdale Athletic Foundation. On behalf of Caesar and Francisco, again, ton of credit to Caesar just to get us on the air tonight. A madman working possessed to get past the internet issues, but he did it. Big credit to him. I'm Landon West saying good night and go Bulldogs.